I am petition signer number 66,207 of this autistic man who, unless the governor of Texas steps in, they're going to execute an innocent man who just happened to have autism they didn't know of at that time. And the lead detective said that they suspected him because of how he acted, and they didn't know then he had autism. And the case of shaken baby syndrome, the science they have now, and the medical reports now say there's no possible way they could prosecute this man today on the information they have now and what they had in 2002. The truth of this matter is there was actually wrong treatment given to this baby. It was, if anybody's fault that she died, it was the hospitals, because they gave her dangerous medicines that they would not do now, knowing what they know now. But a lot of times things at the hospital go wrong, they make mistakes. But to blame the father because he didn't act right at the scene, and they know now he acted differently because he has autism, they have to make this right. He was sick. She had a temperature of 104.5. That's not shaken baby syndrome. She was sick, and the medical records they have now prove. They say, look, this child had pneumonia. She didn't die from shaken baby syndrome. So why can't they just correct it? This is the lead detective, Brian Wharton, from Palestine Police Department, who investigated this child's death. And he says, unequivocally, he did suspect him just because of how he acted. That a lot of times the way they act at a scene can cause a detective or police to suspect like something's being covered up. And he said there's no way they would have prosecuted him today. He said there's no way that you could take to a DA's office with what they have now, the facts that they know now of this case. So why don't they correct cases like this? There's many cases across America where they make mistakes, but getting them corrected, why? And especially when you're about to take somebody's life. This man is going to be executed on October 17th. This isn't like, oh, somebody was involved in something and, they regret it and the law allows somebody to be executed, this is just, it's a mistake. It was a mistake. And they just need to take steps to correct it. Then there's Richard Glossop in the state of Oklahoma, who has had 3 last meals. He has sworn his innocence from day one. And on the testimony of one man who got a lenient deal, they convicted him. And now the Attorney General for the state of Oklahoma has pled, look, there was problems in that case, and the accuser has recanted his testimony. The man is innocent, and yet he is still set for execution and has been fighting for his life and has literally had 3 last meals. Why? Why? When states themselves are arguing that someone is innocent that has been convicted, people who are involved in the prosecution, the lead detective in this case, and the facts. Why? Why do they continue? I think we need a law that when somebody is on death row and that there is new evidence that is mandated that they must get a new trial. They shouldn't just be up to some judge or some governor. When you have people involved and the train has been set, and people are crying out that, no, we made a mistake, we made a mistake, we made a mistake. They need to have a law that when that type of situation, they must be mandated to give them a new trial. This guy is the lead detective. He says, look, I honed in on this guy because the way he acted. He's got autism. Hey, the medical records now say that this child died from natural causes. And the stuff that hospital gave the child, not knowing at that time what she had. And now they know. They've reassessed the medical records. She died from a viral pneumonia, a type of viral pneumonia. They need to fix this. So please, sign this petition. I will put the link in the description. Please share this. And your action can actually have an impact. And your signature also. And there's a number on the site of the governor. And just take a moment and call that number. Please sign the petition. Please be proactive on these types of cases.